Daily Broadside day 466. Look, if you're going to give me a deadline to do something, don't pressure me before the deadline, all right? I'll get it done. I'm very responsible. I've never missed a deadline in my life, as far as I know. When I left town a week or so ago, I had to go by and sign something, right? And I had to sign it by the end of the month. I understood that. Roger that. Clear as a bell, right? So I get an email, hey, you haven't signed this, whatever. I'm aware, I get another one, and I'm like, I get one, I think it was like Thursday or Friday of last week, and I'm like, hey, I'm out of town, I've been out of town, I think I expressed that, I'll be by there later next week. Well, apparently later next week was not sufficient, so now her boss has called me and said, I need you to come sign, and I'm like, look, is the deadline not the end of the month or not? I mean, if I come up there, at the last hour y'all are open and sign the damn thing, well, I don't understand that. What's the point of the deadline, you got to have this done by June 3rd. And they start hounding you in April. Like, have you done your June 3rd work? I'm like, no, it's not June 3rd. I'll do it on June 3rd, damn it. I don't know why it just drives me nuts. I think it's just because they don't trust people. And I get that people don't follow the directions. And, there's a lot of people that are, not apt to do things by the deadline. So I completely understand why they would do it. But consider the source, like when you're asking people to do stuff. Because, I've never forgotten to do anything like that in my life. And I don't plan on it. I'm very organized in that sense. 18 in Life is a pretty good song. And it plays on classic rock radio, which is kind of funny. But it is a good tune. But if you read the lyrics, it's really kind of stupid, all right? So Ricky, he works his fingers to the bone, which I don't know if that means that he's just a really hard worker. Doesn't sound like it. He sounds like he's just a loser and everything else in his life. Why would he be a hard worker? Or he does hard work. Sounds like he just does hard work, right? Comes home, he starts drinking tequila, whatever. And then he fights like a switchblade, whatever the hell that means. Because anyway, but the whole point is he accidentally shoots his friend, I guess, while he's drinking. He's playing with a gun, and accidents will happen. They all told Ricky. Accidents will happen. They all heard Ricky say, yeah. And Ricky even said it. Accidents will happen. Who kills somebody accidentally and then is heard and is fond of saying accidents will happen? That's kind of a weird thing to do. But anyway, you don't get life for accidentally killing your friend. It ought to be like 18 and 48 months or something. Like, he'll be back in a few years. He didn't just seal his life. It's manslaughter. You don't go to prison for manslaughter for your entire life. So I don't like that part of it. They should rework those lyrics a little bit. Maybe just change the story to where, Ricky, knocks off a liquor store and kills the clerk. Then maybe life makes a little bit more sense, I was watching Elton John walk on the stage the other day on some video, and it's very cringy. Elton John walks like I run in my dreams when I'm trying to get away when I'm supposed to be getting away from something quickly. You know what I mean? Like a monster, something's chasing me, and I run like Elton walks. It's really awkward. I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and it occurred to me after she said something. I'm like, we discovered that she had been with a guy who had a micro penis. And I was completely amazed. Like, I didn't know those women existed. So I got to start asking questions, because it's fascinating. Apparently that's some kind of third trimester, natal abnormality, right? Because otherwise, why whoever created us would do something like that to us as a race? And granted, it's apparently a very, 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 very infinitesimally small. It's like intersex. It's like it doesn't happen like a crazy amount of times. But it's some kind of, birth defect or whatever. But those people still exist, and they have to function in the world somehow, and I can only imagine. But I asked her, I said, did you ever get in an argument with him and then just throw that back in his face? And she's like, no. And I was like, man, you really missed a good opportunity. Because, man, if you dated somebody with a micro penis, you got the upper hand in every argument known to man, You come in and, he walks in the room. He's like, Christy, did you get a DWI last night? we can't make our mortgage and you're out getting arrested? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, at least I ain't got no micro penis. You know, and he's like, damn it, you know, micro penis, you know. It's like, Newman, right? So, you know, it doesn't matter what he does, you know. It's just, did you sleep with Zach? Zach was in our wedding. He's been my friend since we were 7. Why would you sleep with him? He ain't got no micro penis, you know. And it's just, you would win every argument. It would be awesome. And she didn't take advantage of any of this stuff. But I know she's had a rough month. She's turned 50 and had a root canal on the same month. So life's trying to hold her down, but she's stronger than that. She probably won't comment on here. If I was a betting man, she's not commenting on anything I say today. And that's okay too. That is okay too. So anyway, y'all have a good one. Get it.